Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Flick Fix. This week I'll be reviewing 300 Rise of an Empire. So the original 300 was a pretty good movie. It had a strong sense of style, the direction was pretty good, and although it had a simple story and was just basically hero worship for Leonidas, it was a pretty good movie. Not great, but it was pretty damn good. Now we have the sequel, 300 Rise of an Empire. So, is the film any good? No, it isn't. But there are some good points and some bad points. So I want to go over why I don't think it's a particularly good movie. But first let's start off with the good things. Number one, Eva Green kicks ass in it. She just owns the role. She is big and over the top, and she just steals every scene in which she's in. Number two, it still looks great. They've still put a lot of money into this, and you can still tell. But it's one of those cases in which they are trying clearly to copy the style of the first movie, but aren't really doing it as well as the first movie. There are slow-mo and blood and gore, but it's not as good. It's just all a bit meh. And that's the main problem with it. The editing is just kind of all over the place. Sometimes they've got these lovely long shots as the original had, and it is almost as good. But then for the rest of the fight scenes, there's too much fast editing and you just completely have no idea what's going on. It's cutting from place to place to place, and you just lose track of who's who and what the hell is going on. So it's just not as visually interesting. And now on to the bad things. The first thing I want to talk about is the pace and structure of the movie. It's weird. It starts off with exposition of the original 300, then it goes into the exposition of the main character, then the bad guys, then it actually flows a bit better, but it's constantly flashing back to stuff that's previously happened. And I think the problem is it's a bit too caught up with the original 300. It's constantly making all these ties and links to the original, trying to make it a interweaving story, but it doesn't work. It just kind of makes this one a bit crap, and while you're watching it you're thinking, I wouldn't mind watching 300 instead of this. And next we have the main characters. So we've got the main guy, I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. If he was more generic, he'd be a video game character. Next, we've got Jesus, and it's just not a very interesting cast. And it's not their fault, they're not doing a particularly bad job. It's just they're not given anything interesting to do. And next, we have the dialogue, which, to put bluntly, isn't very good. There is no charm in the main character like we had with the first one. Next, we have the big speeches, the powering ballads screamed out by the main characters. And in the first one, Gerard Butler brings all the pomp and circumstance to make these lines memorable, to make them appear on the internet a million times. And in this one, they even copy them, and they are just not as good. They are repeated, watered down and muttered, and again, it's just a pale imitation of the original. So, in summary, what we have here is a movie that's trying a little bit too hard to make ties and make connections with the original 300, and instead of being its own movie, just makes you want to watch the original 300, and it just doesn't particularly work. The structure is all wrong, the characters are just generic and boring, and we never learn anything about them. And overall, despite some really good performances by Eva Green and some pretty good action scenes in which you can tell they put a lot of money into, it's just a below average action movie, which is a shame. So out of 10, I'm going to give 300 Rise of an Empire 3 out of 10. If you disagree with me, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and that's about it. Bye!